Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin, the OG, the original Grognard here for Lock and Load Publishing, and we are back at Lock and Load Tactical Digital. So that can only mean one thing. Yep, we're updating you on the Battle Generator and Scenario Builder. I know we haven't talked too much about the Scenario Builder. We've got the build in it on it now, and we're working on it. We're testing it, and we're making sure everything's going to be super great when we go ahead and release this, hopefully soonish. But there are a couple things I did want to go over real quick. One of the things you may not notice, or you may notice, we got no background music this time, but there is some background sounds. So we shifted out the music to sounds, and so when you get this and you don't hear any music or don't hear any sounds, you probably turned your background music off. So we got rid of the music and just put in some background combat sounds. So that'll fix that right away. I do want to talk a little bit about the generator, a couple things that have cropped up in the battle generator since the last time we talked. If you will notice, we have random SSRs now, and I think use unit rarity was in there as well. But basically, random SSRs. If you're going into the battle generator, be it a single scenario or a campaign, select your sides, what have you. It basically will throw random scenarios, special rules at you. It could be, it could be at nighttime, it could be raining, could be reduced visibility, whatever. There's a whole host of SSRs, and we're adding more all the time with that are being pulled from our regular titles. So that's in there. And unit rarity, some people have asked what unit rarity means. Basically, that comes down to how many counters are actually available in the physical set. So if, say, for example, in Heroes of Normandy, I think there's like 12 or 15 of each of the 82nd and 101st, you're limited to that rarity. So you can't go over that in the battle generator. You click that off, you can go over that, so you can have as many units of any one type as you want. I do also want to say that the battle generator and scenario builder are going to be able to pull from any of the DLCs you own. Right now, we haven't got that implemented yet. We are working on it, and it is coming soon. But so if you own like Heroes in Defiance and Heroes of Nam, and you want French forces against Vietnamese, and you want to do a Burma battle, you can do that. Heroes of the Pacific, Heroes of the Nam could work for that. Heroes of the Pacific, if say you want, SS against Japanese troops, you're going to be able to do that. You'll be able to pull the maps, units, special rules, all that good stuff is going to be available for both Battle Generator and the Scenario Builder. Now, when you set up one of these games for a head-to-head play, if you're going to be playing your buddy, and you make a scenario that requires multiple DLCs, you got to make sure your buddy has those DLCs as well. That is the one caveat that we have, is that if you build a scenario with 2 or 3 modules and want to do it multiplayer with your buddy, he's got to have those modules as well. So we hope that's not a problem, but that's the way it's going to be. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the scenario editor real quick. And as always, this is early access, and this is the early build. So you might see some things in here that aren't going to appear in the final form, or get changed by the time we get to the release version. So let's go ahead and take a look at the scenario editor real quick. I'm clicked on Heroes of Defiance because I like that one. So we're going to take a look at side 1 for the French and side 2 for the Fallschirmjäger, and we've got that labeled both right here. So let's create and edit scenario. Let's just jump in and take a look at all the different things that you can do. All right, so now there's the music that's back. So the music is only in the initial opening screen. So basically, the first thing you've got is scenario information, your name, the location, the date, your author name, briefing text, first side, second side, whoever has first initiative, turn length, and then the order of battle group names, which are basically, B Company, 2nd Battalion, 31st Infantry Division. That's what the group names are. And you're going to need to put those group names in there because that is what is going to identify where the units that you pick, where they're going to go. Next, you've got the map layout. Now, this is one of my favorite things. You see this? We're giving you 9 spots to do maps. Now, normally, aside from the historical maps, we've never seen a map size is bigger than 4 maps together. So now we're going to let you go 9 to 9, and you can put in whatever maps you want in whatever, well, not really whatever configuration you want, but let's go ahead and go like that. Let's say we want to flip that. Actually, that's a bad one because it's got the river on it, but you could put it in there. It just wouldn't go anywhere. Let's see, go with that one. Yeah, it's got a railroad. We'll go ahead and leave that. So we got different maps. You can flip the maps around if you want. And then we go back into the game. Give it a couple seconds to render, and there the maps are, right there. Pretty cool. And if you go back into the scenario, say you don't want to have the map so big, you can go ahead and remove whatever maps and hit OK, and it re-renders it and has, you know, whatever map it is. So a lot of people have been saying they want bigger scenarios. Well, we're giving you the option to do bigger scenarios. 9 map sizes worth of scenarios. Then you have edit zones, and we have up to 30 zones that you can have. And this is basically for setting up setup zones, for victory locations, for exit zones, whatever area on the map you need to define as something that's important to the scenario. That's what you do with all these. You just say click zone 25 and just click on the map and basically paint what zones, say you want zone 25 to be set up. So there you go. Those are the setup zones. And then when you go in and assign units to their orders of battle, you can say, all right, they are going to be set up in zone 25. So pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And like I said, we've given you 30 of them, so you can just do what you want to and just let your imagination go wild. AI setup help. Basically, this is also to kind of help with the, to go along with the zones. Well, where do you want the AI to, whoops, let's go right here. Where do you want the AI, take those up there. Where do you want the AI to set up? Where do you want them to set their obstacles up? Where do you want the mortars to set up? Machine guns, anti-tank, mines, all that. So if you want to have some type of a layered defense, but you only want you know, mines and obstacles in this area, you designate whichever part of the map you want it to, and the AI will populate that area when it makes the scenario with the proper subunits that you want in that area. Victory conditions, whatever victory conditions you want to set up for the game, be it standard, control of hexes, control of buildings, just need victory points, whichever side is attempting, so you can have up to 3 different victory conditions going at once. Close that out. Edit victory hexes. This is real easy. You just click on it and hit victory hex. And let's see, let's go for 1 victory point. And let's say whole building is required. And as you can see now, we've got a couple victory locations in there, so you can set up building. You can set up whatever victory location. Maybe you want them to capture this orchard here. You can set whatever you want up as a victory location. Set scenario special rules. We've got a lot more scenario special rules coming. These are only the ones that we've got right now. Night, dawn, fast dawn, rising dawn, dusk, and weather raining. By the time it goes live, we're going to have a whole ton more of SSRs, and we're going to be continually adding more to the system. Create units. This is basically, you go in, you add unit group, you know, whatever unit group is, their setup order, or if they're reinforcements, in whatever zone you want them set up in, whatever label, and you just pick your units and just, let's go to the squads, and just click on them, and there you go. Support weapons. You know, whatever support weapons you want, weapon teams, vehicles, fortifications, offboard. We got Stukas and airstrikes right here. Artillery will be coming. So let's go ahead and finish up with that. Select edit units. This is if you've got your unit. All right, unit group 1. And if you need to edit it, it's right there. And then you can do the save scenario, which is really cool. Right now, you can only save the scenario to locally. However, as we get closer to release, and hopefully by the time it comes out to release, you will be able to upload your scenarios to the Steam Workshop to let other people see your works, and you can go out there and grab other people's scenarios, download them, and play them yourself. Again, you got to have the correct DLCs for whatever modules and scenarios they're making. But honestly, I'm looking forward to this. I'm really stoked and really excited to see what the community can do and create with this scenario builder. So yeah, that's basically it. Coming soon, Lock and Load Tactical Digital. I don't think there's anything else I got. Question, comment, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section below, and I'll see everybody later. Hiya!